Good day, grade 5s. I hope you are doing well at home and not giving your homeschool teachers grey hair yet. Today we will be doing page 94, Book Fair. Read the following list which comes out of a reference book, and then there's the list text 1. So this text 1 is probably like an index which we find in the beginning of a book that gives you all the different articles and chapters and the page numbers which you need to turn to in order to get something that you are looking for. Now, a reference book is a book that gives you information about something specific. So you look at the page numbers and then you decide which thing you want to look up, and then you go to that page number and get the information you want. Right, now tell the class about a book that you have read that gives you information. So this could be anything that you read about, for example, space, and information that you got about space. Say whether you thought the book gave you too much or too little information, and then say whether you think your group should read the book and why. You can just discuss these things with someone at home. Right, let's go to text 2, which is the back cover of the book, and it gives us information about what the book will be about. Something like this we call a blurb. It's at the back of a book and it gives a summary of what the book is about. So you can decide whether you want to read the book or buy the book or not. Let's read this back cover. Blast off into space with these 50 awesome activities. So now we already know it's not just a reading book, it contains activities as well. Travel on a day trip to the sun. Look for oceans on the moon. Find out how old you are on Jupiter. Check out where the stars hang out. Track dirty snowballs in space. Here's your chance to have an adventure in outer space you'll never forget. Right, so after reading that, someone can decide whether they want to read this book or do the activities inside of the book or not. The third text on this page is a graph. And a graph is a diagram that shows us comparison between things. Think about maths, for example, and the graphs that you've used during the year. Many times, a graph will say something like, we have asked 20 children what their favorite subjects are. And then there will be a graph with a bar for mathematics, a bar for natural sciences and technology, one for English, one for Afrikaans, etc. And then it will be colored in according to the amount of learners who thought that subject was their favorite. This is the same thing, it's just a circle diagram, and it's colored in with different colors, and they say that it is about 20 grade 5 kids who liked to read, and they asked them what type of books do they like to read. And then they had to say, yes, I like to read these type of books. No, I don't like to read these type of books. You will see 4 colors. The blue color, they haven't told us what that is yet. The yellow color is about animal tales. The pink color is about fables. And the green color has no name as well. But if you turn to page 96, you will find this table at the top that shows what books children like to read the most. And there you will find the number of readers. And if we look at that table, we can see that the green color here is for encyclopedias and the blue color is for adventure books. Right, so that's text 3. Now go and look at each text again and decide what you think about all of the different text on page 94. Let's look at the questions, and then you are going to answer them on your own, because at the end of the 2-week cycle you will receive a marking page with all the correct answers. What kind of book is a reference book? Give the list of chapters in the book a heading, so decide on a general name for the headings for each chapter. Read what is in each chapter and what do you think the book is about. So use the reference list from text 1 to decide what this book is about in each chapter. What are the numbers for? Write the headings of 3 more articles that could go under chapter 2 and 3. So under chapter 2, And 3, you will write more articles that could go under them, and they are about the moon and the sun. So any articles that would be appropriate to be under chapter 2 and 3. Don't forget to provide page numbers for each article, and the page numbers have to make sense. Now write a sentence saying why you chose the titles you did. Let's move to the questions for text 2. The passage in the box is called a blurb. What is its purpose? What does it tell us? If you don't remember, just go back a bit and have a listen again, and then answer this question with a full sentence, please. Text 3. What are the most popular books? This means which books did the children like reading the most? What are the least popular books? This means what book did the children not like as much? The book with the fewest learners who liked reading it. And finally, how do you know that some children like more than one kind of book? Just a hint here. Text 3 says that they asked 20 grade 5 learners which book they like to read. So go and look at the numbers of the different books, and then you try to decide what your answer is for this question. Finally, let's look at alphabetical order at the bottom of page 95. So you will number the words from 1 to 24 above each word according to their alphabetical order. You will number it like this, right? So to do alphabetical order, remember we have done this previously in the year. You look at the first letter of each word, and then you decide which word will be first in the alphabet. If the first letter is the same, we move on to the second letter, and then the third and the fourth, and so on and so forth, until we can determine which word will be the first word in the alphabet. Thank you so much for all of your hard work so far. Remember to prepare for your prepared speech and contact me with any questions. Good luck.